If you would have asked me a year ago what we do, I would have said we specialize in business critical non-core software and services. If you ask me today what I do or we do, I'll say we specialize in business critical non-core software and services, and we save elephants and rhinos and we alleviate poverty. The EPI-USE group of companies was founded just over 30 years ago, and it focuses on software and services for large enterprises. That group of companies, the EPI-USE group, has grown roughly 40 times, and we got to a point relatively recently where we felt that financial growth was still important for us, but we wanted something more. And out of that came beyond corporate purpose and a new group identity in the form of groupelephant.com.
ERP, our Beyond Corporate Initiative, stands for Elephant, Rhinos and People. It's all about the conservation of elephants and rhinos and the alleviation of poverty. And the reason why the P is there is that all these species that's threatened are living adjacent to impoverished and poor people. And if we can alleviate the poverty to a certain extent, which drives the poaching and illegal slaughter of these animals, we believe we can make a difference in their lives. To accomplish our objectives and to leverage the resources that we have to do that, we decided to launch a pretty unique model that we refer to as the free zone model.
We've split the business into Zone 1, which is the traditional for-profit organizations and businesses like the EPI-USE SAP business. Zone 2, which is including the not-for-profit and non-governmental organizations, including Peace Foundation Trust and EcoLife. And Zone 3, which is a new impact investment business to look at ecotourism and wildlife conservation investments to support the activities of Zone 2.
In Zone 2, there's two non-profits. It's EcoLife and the Peace Foundation. EcoLife focuses more on wildlife, elephants and rhinos in particular. Peace Foundation focuses on the communities as such, health and education. EcoLife does projects to benefit people through wildlife. Right now we're busy focusing on the Nzalama Reserve that has been acquired by a local community, and we are offering them the custodianship on how to manage their elephant population and financially improve the community.
The Peace Foundation delivers integrated, holistic development programs into deep rural areas using peace as a construct for delivery, and the PEACE acronym stands for Planning, Education, Agriculture, Cooperatives and Environment, and under Education, Health and Sport, and under Environment, Waste Management and Tourism.
We focus on understanding the community's needs and the specific opportunities that they have to create economic benefit. Link them with information through the deployment of technology solutions typically, and bring donor funding and expertise together to create business opportunities like agricultural projects or economic tourism opportunities, creating lodges and the rest of that.
The reason that it's imperative that we provide communities and people living adjacent to reserves and economic benefit from these animals is that at the moment where they don't derive economic benefit, they are prey to the first poacher that comes in with 100 Rand and says cut the fences. They need to get a direct benefit to protect those animals and to see that they actually bring them a livelihood.
Zone 3 is an impact investment-based vehicle where we look to deploy capital in conservation-based projects to uplift communities.
The idea of Zone 3 is to make those communities, wean them, make them independent of the charity and the donor funding in the fullness of time.
Currently, I think the exciting projects we're looking at is range expansion projects for elephants, turning unutilized land at the moment into an ecotourism-based safari property, and engaging the local community to not only work but also get direct financial benefit from the project. In terms of identifying opportunities, we obviously start with the financial metrics. Typically, we take very much a private equity approach to it. And that's not to say we'll abandon the project if the financial returns are not there, but we may move it into the Zone 2 NGO space.
What we hope will make our model successful is the sharing of resources. And these resources are not only financial, these are resources that we use on a daily basis in our professional engagement. So project management skills, administrative, legal, contracting, invoicing, all of that are things that we do professionally, and that's part of the model that we'd like to use and apply to Zone 3 and Zone 2 and Zone 3 for that matter.
We did consider other alternatives. I mean, one could simply have taken a percentage of our revenue and put it into non-profits that weren't under our control. But what we wanted to do was create an institutionalized, professionalized delivery capability. We wanted to do this ourselves, as well as we do our Zone 1 work, so that we weren't dealing with conventional, underfunded, sometimes disorganized not-for-profits. So we have a robust and a reliable delivery mechanism for our projects.
We'd like to set the bar for how these NPOs operate on the world stage, and to become an utterly professional organisation where people are actually drawn into the NPO sector to deliver the services and solutions that we feel are important.
Where we want to be in 10 years' time is attracting external companies to look at our model, to maybe engage with us to pursue their own model.
My vision for the 3 zones is that Zone 1 will get to $1 billion as a for-profit business. Zone 2 will be recognised as a world leader in the area of elephant and rhino welfare and the alleviation of poverty among poor people. And Zone 3 will be the proprietor and operator of a sub-Saharan African circuit of ERP branded lodges. And ultimately Zones 2 and 3 could become decoupled from Zone 1 and something that all sorts of organisations all over the world could support.